Have you ever felt stuck? Not because you lack ambition, not because you're lazy, but because your own thoughts keep dragging you back into the same loop? You want to begin. You want to move. You want to change something in your life. But it feels like your mind is holding the brakes while your heart is pushing the gas. Today, I want to speak directly to that part of you, the part that feels trapped inside your own head. Because overthinking may be the biggest invisible wall standing between you and the life you know you could have. What overthinking really does. Overthinking is sneaky. It disguises itself as intelligence. It tells you, you're not wasting time, you're preparing. You're not delaying, you're being careful. You're not scared, you're just making sure. But here's the truth. Overthinking is the most comfortable form of self-sabotage. It makes you feel like you're moving forward when you're not moving at all. It tricks you into believing that thinking equals progress. But thinking without action is just noise. And every minute you spend drowning in what if, you're losing the one thing that truly moves your life forward. Momentum. Over time, the cycle becomes heavier. You hesitate more. You doubt more. You replay conversations you can't change. You overanalyze decisions you've already made. You create problems in your head that don't even exist in reality. And slowly, you begin to think you are the problem. But you're not. The real problem is the loop you got stuck in. A loop that drains your energy, your self-belief, and your courage. Why overthinking happens. Your brain wasn't designed for success. It wasn't designed for greatness. It wasn't designed for a big life. Your brain was designed for survival. That's why the moment you want to take a step forward, your mind turns into an alarm system. What if this is dangerous? What if it goes wrong? What if people judge me? What if I embarrass myself? Your brain doesn't care about your dreams. It only cares about keeping you safe, even if that safe place is unhappiness, stagnation, or regret. So what does it do? It makes you think, and think, and think, until you're too tired to act. And here's the twist. The more you obey these thoughts, the more your brain rewards you for staying small. You literally train your mind to fear action and love hesitation. How overthinking destroys progress. Let's be brutally honest. Overthinking has killed more dreams than failure ever will. Failure teaches you. Action shapes you. Effort builds you. But overthinking? It slowly erases your confidence day by day. Every time you overthink, you're reinforcing a belief. I can't trust myself. And when you stop trusting yourself, you stop growing. You start comparing yourself to others. You replay moments you wish you handled differently. You create imaginary outcomes where everything ends badly. You get stuck in the past and scared of the future, leaving you paralyzed in the present. Meanwhile, life keeps moving. Opportunities disappear, chances pass, people move ahead, and you're left wondering why nothing changes. The truth is harsh, but real. You're not losing because you're weak. You're losing because you never gave yourself permission to try. The moment you break the cycle, most people think the solution to overthinking is to think less. But that's impossible. Your brain will think. That's what it does. The solution isn't less thinking. It's more action. Action interrupts doubt. Movement silences fear. Execution kills hesitation. The moment you do something, even something tiny, your brain shifts from fear mode to focus mode. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need to wait for clarity. You don't need to know step 10 to take step 1. You just need one thing, a choice, one decision, one movement, one small action that shows your brain, I'm in control now. Because here's the secret. Momentum doesn't come from motivation. Motivation comes from momentum. The moment you start doing, your mind stops resisting, your confidence returns, your clarity improves, your direction becomes obvious. Not because the path suddenly changed, but because you finally did. What happens when you stop overthinking? When you break free from overthinking, everything begins to shift. You start trusting your decisions, even the small ones. You stop worrying about mistakes and start learning from them. You stop fearing the future and begin building it. You stop hesitating and start creating. You begin to understand something powerful. Most of the limits you believed in were never real. They were mental walls you built yourself, and you can tear them down. You start seeing opportunities in places you once saw danger. You start taking steps you once avoided. You become someone different, not someone perfect, but someone moving. And that's what real
So if you're listening right now, take this as your wake up call. Stop letting your thoughts trap you. Stop waiting for the right feeling. Stop analyzing every step until you're too scared to take it. Just move. Just try. Just start. Because your life doesn't change when you think about changing. It changes the moment you act. And that moment can be right now.